Good morning. Happy Saturday to y'all. It's early in the morning here, and I'm getting out. I decided to get out early and go out to the Shelby Farms and do me a little walking because I haven't really been exercising this week. My knee's still hurting, but I'm gonna go and do as much as I can, and I'll chat with y'all when I get out there to the lake. I done made it out here to the lake, y'all. Walking where I can walk. There's a lot of people out here. A lot of goings on. Good morning, sir. How are you this morning?
All right.
All right now.
Yeah.
Get out here before it get too hot. That's for sure. You know, I try to walk until I can walk to a bench and sit down for a little while when I get tired. So that's what I'm doing now. Walking up towards the bench. I wasn't tired just then because I would have sat right there with him and talked to him. You know, I don't meet no strangers. But anyway, the folks walking and some are running. And I'm limping. It's so hot right now. People out rowing, walking the dogs. If y'all can, get out and get you some vitamin D. Do what you can. Walk where you can. Walk how you can. Do what you need to do. This lady up there, she turned around. She out here running. Let me get out of her way and move over just a little bit. I don't know why I didn't think to bring my... Well, I'm talking to y'all anyway. I ain't need no music. It's another few benches. I don't know if y'all can see them. I'm going to try to walk to that last one and take a break. Then I'll come back around. I was telling my brother that, you know, even when you feel bad, I hadn't been exercising, but you have to kind of push yourself to go. Because if I allow myself to sit, I won't go and I won't do. And I hadn't even been doing the good morning. Hadn't even been doing the sitting down exercise. So I said, let me get up and get out here while it's cool. It's been raining a lot here. Has it been raining a lot where y'all are? And like I said, get out here, and you see I ain't moving at no great speed, but I'm out here. So you get out here, you your own competition, compete with yourself. Let me get up on this other trail because I am gonna take me a seat at this last bench for a minute and we'll just chit chat. I was strolling on those electric bikes really fascinate me. Whew. I was strolling on the internet, and this girl's testimony about being just grateful for your own blessing and where you are in life, right? And so she was talking about, you know, how a situation she encountered, she realized some things and about her own blessings. Whew. There's another bench down there, but I think I'm gonna have to sit on down right here. Take me a little minute break. Oh, thank you, Lord. Whew. A sister wore out. I try not to walk too far, especially if I'm hurting, because y'all see, I've been walking for a minute. I still got to get back to the car. So, like, if you are limited, remember, don't push yourself too far where you get yourself to a point where you can't get back to your vehicle, because that's important. But anyway, I was on social media, right? And this young lady was talking about a recipe that her husband wanted, and it was some type of Hispanic recipe. She was talking about her husband wanted it, so she had left the home that day and went to Kroger to get the recipe so she could try it. She didn't know how to cook it, but she was going to watch the video back. And she said just the pork shoulder alone was $26 in Kroger. But she left 2 items. I can't remember both the items. She didn't say exactly how much she spent, but she said the pork shoulder alone was $26. She said, I can't believe I'm spending $26 on this pork shoulder just to try this recipe. But she said she forgot a few items, a jalapeno and something else. I remember the jalapeno. I don't remember what the something else was. So she stopped at this store called Save-A-Lot. I don't know if they have those where you are, but they have them here. It's not very many of them. So she said she went in there to pick up these 2 items, the jalapeno and whatever, and she got in line. And in that, she had got in line behind a young mother with her children. She said, and she saw the young lady putting back items. She said, and she was behind her. She put back some bread, some lunch meat, and some chips, she said, to the side, because she said, no, I don't have enough for that. She said, and then they rang her up, and she said, I believe it became the 21 or right at $22. She said, and she had to put a sweet potato back. And she said, I walked up to buy the sweet potato, and the young lady would not accept the sweet potato. She said, I kept standing there looking to the side, seeing what she had already put back with her children, the bread, the lunch meat, and the chips. And she said she declined. She said, no, we don't need it. And she said, so she got up to the line, and she said, some kind of way, she was going to offer to buy them. She said, but if she wouldn't take the sweet potato from me, she's surely not going to take my help to buy that. And sometimes, I talked about that with the shoes the other day, and the pride. Sometimes God put people in our lives to bless us. And I've had to do that for someone in a store. And believe it or not, I had the money, and then I said, I'll go out to the car and get it. And the man told me, no, you ain't got to go nowhere. I got you. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we are just blessed to be a blessing. She said a young lady refused the sweet potato, so she said, I know she's not going to let me buy this. She said some kind of way when she went to pay for her little jalapeno and whatever, she saw the stuff laying there, and she said, you know what, I'm going to get it anyway. She said, I don't know what. And I said, that wasn't nobody but God. Because she said the young lady was fumbling trying to find her keys. She couldn't find her keys in the store. And she said, so she had time to pay for that, and she grabbed that stuff that the lady had put back and paid for it and put it in the bag. She said, so by the time the girl, was with her child and stuff going to the parking lot, she rushed up to her with the bag of the things that she had to put back. And the young lady still didn't want to take them. So she said to her that, yes, she said, no, ma'am, I don't need it. And she said, yes, but I need to give it to you. And sometimes, sometimes pride, and I know it probably is hard when you feel like you can make it and, on your own, and you can do on your own, and you're not willing to accept help. It's one thing, like I said, people always want to help people that help themselves. And when you see somebody helping themselves and when they can't do, reach out if you have it and bless them. It's okay to help people that can't, that can help themselves too. Like I said, somebody blessed me. And I was just going to go out to the car and get the rest of the money out of my little change thing. And the man said, no, I got you. So it's always a blessing to be a blessing when you can. And she said it made her recognize some things, because the blessing in having the ability, and I had to reflect on what she said, the blessing in having the ability to buy a $26 roast just to try a recipe for something she wanted. And this young lady was getting it. She said her kids are out of school. You could tell she was getting sandwiches and chips and stuff they needed for lunch, maybe, was struggling just to get the 20-something dollars worth of stuff. The roast was more than the stuff she was getting just to, get the things that she obviously needed. And it does humble you and make you realize your blessings, because sometimes I be in Trader Joe's just picking up stuff just for the try. And I thank God I don't have a lot, but I have an abundance above what I need, and that's a blessing. Yeah, I'm out here getting this darn tan. This sun done hit me like a run. What in the world? Oh, I know what that was. I kept saying, what's all that noise they making? There's a whole slew of them over there. And then I heard them, y'all. It's them rowing teams. There's 2 of them out here rowing. Ooh, Jesus. I'm going to have to get out of this sun, because I ain't got on a tap of sunblock. As a matter of fact, I got on some vitamin E oil on and some castor oil on today. Ooh, Jesus. But I got out here and got me some few steps in while the weather was nice. Do y'all have a place like this out here where y'all are, the lake? It's people out here fishing already this morning. I wonder if they stay out here in the sun all day, because they got on their little hats. It's so beautiful. You look at little see people babies. Wouldn't it be nice to be a grown up in a stroller? That would be nice sometime, wouldn't it? To see the babies just pushing and enjoying God's sunlight and God's blessing of the sun. But y'all, like I said, it's a blessing, like I said, just to be a blessing to one another. It's a blessing to have a choice to go in your refrigerator to say, well, Lord, I can eat, it may not be but 2 things, but guess what? I can eat beef or pork. I can eat chicken or beef. It's a blessing to have one thing in there to eat. I can go in there and fix a meal. And like I said, I always have said this, be thankful for your season that you're in, because it's people that's praying for what you are taken for granted every day. So that's all. But anyway, let me get up from here, because this sun about to whoop my tail out here, and I can't. Honey, I'm chocolate enough. I don't need no extra tan. Whew, Jesus. I said I was gonna try to go to the some garage sales. I'm gonna pot around these garage sales and see. I used to keep chairs in my car, like, they have the benches and stuff out here, but I used to keep the chairs in my car, and I need to get some of those carrier chairs so I can have one to sit in. I know they sell them at Sam's, but I don't feel like potting around at Sam's today, for sure. So there's that for that too. But anyway, whew. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
All right. Ooh, y'all. I'm gonna get up here, get myself back around here, and I'll give y'all a nice little view of the water. Let it cool y'all off for a minute. Let y'all see for a minute. But I'm gonna turn this off, y'all, and concentrate on getting myself back around here to my car.
The dragon or something, because they got the dragon. They had the little dragon. You see them on TV sometimes with the dragon, and they all under this costume.
Oh, that's what they doing over there?
Yeah, that's what they did earlier.
Is that these row teams?
Now they're having a race.
Oh, I don't know if y'all can see these row teams, because it's, yeah. We got some people out there fishing over there.
Yeah.
Oh, you walked the whole list. Ooh, child, it's hot, y'all. I just got back in the car. I had the most lovely conversation with this gentleman, y'all. Don't be afraid to talk to people, because you just never know what blessing or message you might receive. And that's what me and this gentleman was sitting there talking about. How, and he was talking to me, and I was talking to him. I was telling him I don't really, don't really meet a stranger. I don't mind talking to anybody. So he was telling me he had a kidney transplant. He was telling me he used to do just like I did, walk as far as, because he saw me when I started, close to walking. And he said, I used to do just like you. He said, I would walk so far And I would come, and he said, every time I come, I walk a little bit farther. He said, and now I can make it once. He said, I don't walk one time around, but I can make it one time around. And I'm not sure how many miles is it around, but it's quite, it's more than one. And so he was telling me that. And then he went on to tell me, we was talking about retirement, and he was saying he was blessed to be in the government for 34 years. And he had retired. And I was just telling him, you know, he was saying that somebody was fearful that he knew of retirement, and that when the man finally retired, he didn't last a year. You know, he was just, and that's why I tell people, don't get so wrapped up in your job that you make it your life. Your job is to help you live your life. And I don't think that God intended for us to work until death. You know, we should have a season of rest. And so I was telling him, and he was just telling me some of the things that he was doing in retirement. Like, he said right now he said he really not trying to learn anything. We went to the community center, and he was taking Spanish, and he's trying to learn. He can do conversational, but he wants to go and do more, and he wants to learn more, you know, in Spanish. And I was just saying, you gave me an idea, because I told y'all before I wanted to learn Spanish. But he also, now he said he's going to University of Memphis, him and another friend that he's retired with, just to learn sign language. And I said, you know, someone was asking me something about stuff they could do for socialization and stuff, and to be, you know, still active in life without working. I said, thank you for that, because I'm going to bless somebody else with that information. So I just want to share y'all that. And we just talked about, sometimes you just never know when you talk to people, and God places people in your life. I may not ever see him again. He may not ever see me again. But it was a blessing, the conversation we had. And I said, sometimes just a little nugget you give will be a blessing for that person or for someone else. So I just wanted to share that with y'all today. You know, don't be afraid to talk to someone. Don't be afraid. Don't meet a stranger. Be a blessing. Like I said, you can be a blessing in more than finance. Anyway, let me get off here. I'm going to see if I can find me some yard sales, y'all. I might be back. Hey, y'all. I made it home. Came out here to check the mail. But anyway, I didn't want to leave. I wanted to close it out. I did ride around a little bit. Didn't really find any garage sales. I guess I kind of went out too late. But normally I check Facebook Marketplace to kind of go to a vicinity. And I didn't do that. I just was riding. I'm like, you wasting gas. Carry your tail on to the house. So I did. And plus, this sun is baking out here. Done got a little warm out here. A little warm. I hope y'all have nice weather and enjoying. And I know it's Juneteenth this weekend. And y'all on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Do something good to, you know, celebrate the people in your life that love you, that take care of you, those that are standing in the gap and all of that good stuff. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go in here because I haven't eaten this morning. Get me something to eat. It's going on 12. I did stop and get my Powerball. Don't forget to get your Powerball. We can share. We're going to get in it to win it. Anyway, I know a lot of people think it's a waste, but I still get in it. It's fun for me. But anyway, I want you to know you're loved. I love you, but God truly loves you the most. Remember to always be kind to yourself and others. Be joyful and be blessed. Love y'all. Bye.